Hey everybody, Shoebox Legends here. Thanks for joining me today. Just wanted to check in on this Friday morning. I actually have the day off from work today. Packing up and heading out on a road trip for the weekend to Saratoga Springs, New York. Going up to see a couple Dave Matthews Band concerts and basically just hang out and enjoy the weekend up there. Looks like it's going to be nice fall weather. So had a little free time this morning with the day off work and just wanted to shoot a quick video here and show off some slabs. I've been focusing so much lately on care packages and pack openings with Leo and things like that that not getting too much progress made with showing off some of my collection of PSA slabs here on the channel. So for this morning, just decided to grab kind of a random stack of 3 of these out of my slab box that I have not shown on the channel before. Unlike this beautiful Pee Wee Reese, which I showed the other day and still keep staring at, that's displayed proudly on my card desk. That's maybe the best under $40 card that I've picked up in some time. I'm absolutely going to be on the hunt for some more of those Hope Diamond Anniversary parallels. But the 3 that I picked out today, only one of them is shiny. You'll be surprised to hear, but did want to work a little bit of shine in. Then we have a couple of vintage slabs as well. So I'll start with the shiny. This is one that I'm really particularly proud of, just because I feel like I got a great deal, just by kind of perusing around and being on the hunt. And I found this card in a PSA 9 slab for $20, which is actually less money than it would cost for me to sub a raw card. It is a Topps Chrome Sapphire, which is, one of my favorite types of cards. And it's from the 2019 set, which means it's basically just an atomic refractor. And it features Albert Pujols. So this is Prince Albert's base card from 2019 Topps Chrome Sapphire. This black line here across the middle of the card kind of freaked me out. I placed the order. This was a buy it now, and I bought it, pretty much immediately when it went up for sale, because you just don't see, Sapphire slabbed Pujols cards for 20 bucks very often. And then I had a moment of panic where I thought this black line across the middle of the card may have been a print defect or something, but that is actually a part of the photo on his 2019 flagship card, and thus on the Chrome and the Chrome Sapphire. So really, just stunned that I got this shiny beauty of, one of the best 21st century ball players for $20 delivered. I'm not a Pujols, super collector or anything like that, but I will grab, cards of his when they're available at that price point. I do think he's one of the premier sluggers in the game, or has been for, going on 20 years now. So happy to add that one to the collection. Would love to get, some Pujols Sapphire from the other years of the release and maybe work on a little run of his. But for now, I'll take that one for 20 bucks. This next one is actually, it's not the exact same card, but it was definitely inspired by my buddy Eric over at Those Back Pages. And in some of his earlier episodes, he showed some nice non-sports cards, and specifically an Elvis Presley Hound Dog card that I just thought was too cool. Always into music cards. I wish there were more of them. Obviously, I'm going to spend my weekend at concerts here, and I've talked about it before. I'm just a huge music buff. And so I wanted to get myself one from the Elvis Presley Rockin' on Stage set, even though I wouldn't call myself a huge Elvis fan by any means, but he was obviously an important figure in music history and was an inspiration for many of the artists that I do love. And I do listen to him once in a while. He's just not, atop my playlist. But I found this one here, Rockin' on Stage. And what I loved about this, it's a PSA 5. I don't really care about the grade, but this Elvis set is sort of similar to like the Ted Williams Fleer set, I think it was, that came out, where there's a lot of pictures featuring Elvis doing things other than playing music. There's Elvis sitting around with his dog, and Elvis having a drink at the bar. I don't know. I may be, that may not necessarily be the case. But the point is, there's a lot of cards where he's not depicted playing music, and I wanted to make sure to get one where he was doing what he was known for and what he became famous for. So settled on this Rockin' on Stage card from the 1956 Elvis Presley set, card number 41, an EX5. Really nice looking card. I just wanted this just to have an example in my collection. I wasn't really looking for like a super mint copy or anything like that, but the centering is pretty good here, and it's just a fun card to have out in my office on display, like, conversation starter type card, and glad I picked that up. We can take a quick look at the back here. Not too much to these, but this is basically an Ask Elvis theme here. So there, someone's asked him if marriage would hurt his career, getting married, and Elvis lets us know that he hasn't found that lucky lady yet, at least as of 1956, but he's looking. So neat card there, and that's one that I put out every so often on display here in the home office / card room. Just think that's really neat. And then I have one more slab here that I pulled. This one is from my extensive Red Sox collection. I've got a lot of Red Sox slabs, particularly vintage, going all the way back to, the early 1900s. Still missing some of the big ones. I need a T206 Tris speaker, which kind of hurts, but this particular slab that I pulled today is from the 1938 Gaudi set. This is, I think, the only card I have from this set, so I'm pretty proud of it. It's Joe Vosnick of the Boston Red Sox. Sorry about the background light there. I kind of switched up my filming angle this morning. The angle I usually use works pretty good if you have a lot of natural light, but it's a little bit cloudy this morning here in Rhode Island, and so I thought this might be a better point of view for this morning's video, but I do have my light in the background. But this is Joe Vosnick, as I said. And the 38 Gaudi set, of course, features the caricature type illustrations with the actual photograph of the subject's head, overlaid. That's the reason why I pulled out this Ozzie Smith that you see in the background here, is because the Topps Kids release that came out in the early 90s, which I've talked about before and love, which is what this Ozzie is from, sort of uses that same style, as do the early 90s Score All-Star cards, which I love as well. So this one's just cool. I don't know a whole lot about Joe Vosnick. Obviously, he played a good, 40, 50 years before I was even born. But I just bought this basically as an addition to my Red Sox collection, and just kind of wanted to have a type card from the 1938 Gaudi set. It's not one that I've really focused on. There's some beautiful cards in this release, some super expensive ones as well. But I bought this many years back. You can tell this is the older flip, that doesn't have the lighthouse holder there or anything like that. So this has been in my collection for probably 12 years or more, I would guess. But yeah, cool card, and just one that I'm happy to have in my Red Sox collection. I'll block out Ozzie there. So that's really it. Just wanted to spend a few minutes and kind of review a few slabs here on the channel. I certainly have a lot more content coming up. Even though I'll be away this weekend, I do have some pre-recorded stuff. So my daily videos will continue uninterrupted on into next week. And I've got some really nice care packages that have come in to show off from the likes of Diego Torres, Brian over at Walkenbach. Got some more cards in from RJ at RJ Collect Sets, and another Whalers single actually from my buddy Sean Savage. So I got plenty of care package and new material coming at you over the weekend and into next week. But I hope everybody had a good week, has a good weekend ahead. Keep enjoying collecting, stay safe, and I'll be back in the near future with some more sports card content. Take care.